Okay, Chidera is popularly known as the King of Gomorrah on TikTok. I joined the seminary when I was a boy, from 11 years, my JSS1, and then I left when I was 24. That is after my philosophy degree. So I became an atheist.
You were saying something before there was a break in transmission. So continue.
It has been established factually in history, or over it is, if it is there in the news, that there has been series of abuses from priests to young boys and from priests to young girls. There have been series of abuses recorded among Catholic priests and in the church, and the Catholic Church have always tried to cover up these abuses. So if there has been this series of them, like lots and lots and lots of them recorded in the history of the Catholic Church, do you now think the seminary is one place it will be absent?
No, I don't think so. Don't think so.
So that answers your question. That answers your question, because definitely there is, but because at the moment I can't really have any solid evidence to show
Yeah.
you, or have anybody to come and back it up. It's better I just keep quiet there, because some persons will tell me, "Oh yeah, come and show us," or "Come and point it out." So right now, I wasn't a victim of I wasn't a victim of any abuse. Assuming I was a victim of one, I'll call the person. I will call the person, that person. I'll challenge the person till that person gets what the person deserves. But I wasn't a victim, and no one that is a victim will actually like to open up that they were victims. Yeah, some priests are likely victims, and they won't like to come out and say that they are victims. Some seminarians are victims, but they want to become a priest, so they can't come out and say it, knowing that it will cause their expulsion, because that is a very serious case in the seminary that can get you expelled. So because it is an expulsion case, nobody, even when abused, will like to come out and say that they were abused, because it will be your expulsion.
On the issue of celibacy, do you think most priests are sincerely celibate?
Well, while I was in the seminary, I so much tried my best. I wanted to be one of the holy priests.
Yeah.
Do my master's, PhD, become a professor. I didn't want to do the church business, the church thing, being in the parish. I never dreamed about that for myself. I wanted to do masters, do PhD, be a school guy. I just want to be a scholar. You understand? That was what I wanted for myself. When it comes to the idea of celibacy, I saw a lot too. I know a lot in that aspect. That one, evidence choke, but that is not any of my problem. Priests are they are humans. Their dicks get erect. So it's not my problem if they are celibate or not. You understand? I only blame those that expect them to be celibate. For me, I don't expect priests to be celibate. They can do whatever they want. My only issue is that while preaching, or while deceiving the people with what doesn't
Exactly,
make
that
sense.
is actually the point.
This doesn't make sense. It doesn't help our lives. So why?
This is actually the point. For you to misrepresent fact, immorality, and in law, it is wrong. It is legally wrong. It is morally wrong for you to deceive people, for you to commit deceit against the people. That is why I want us to also touch on that aspect, even though it's not our business. It is not our business whether there is their private life and they have right to privacy. But the problem is the problem of deceit. Even in law, we have what we call thought of deceit. It's a civil wrong. Though it must be targeted to a particular person. It's not a wrong to the world. It is a wrong to an individual. However,
Yeah.
we are addressing that because there are a lot of sheeps that they are using these things to deceive. That is why we actually want to address it. If you want to begin to express your sexuality, you should come out clean and stop deceiving people that you took out of celibacy that you cannot actually keep to.